Project Management for Artists by John Latimer. Copyright 2014. Some rights reserved. Latimer Publishing, LLC. So let's talk about project management for artists. I'll tell you what, a big part of the music industry is project management. Projects such as writing a song, recording a song, performing a song, performing a set of songs, preparing a tour, producing an album or a video. These are some of the projects that an artist may get involved with. The discipline of planning, organizing, securing, and managing resources are essential to bring about the successful completion of specific project goals and objectives. Things you got to look at are the who, what, where, when, why, and of course the how. Not just how you're going to do it, but how much is it going to cost to do it. So let's talk about the who. Who is the sponsor of the project? Now, I've just given you about 10 ideas of some of the projects that you may be involved with, and each one may have a different sponsor. If you're writing a song, the sponsor would be the songwriter. Makes sense. So that's how I'm using the term sponsor, because it's who's in charge of the project. It could be the band, it could be the songwriter, it could be the record label, it could be the agent, could be the promoter, but who is the sponsor of the project? Who is the one putting this on? And who cares about the project? The investor? The artist? The band? The manager? Who? And who's on the team? When you're putting together a recording project, you'll have a specific team. When you're putting together a performance project, you'll have another specific team. And then who are the collaborators that you're going to be working with to make this project work? And then who's affected by the end result of the project? Fans may certainly be affected, as they may be listening to the recording or watching the performance. The artist may also be affected, because it may affect income as well as notoriety. And who knows most about the situation involved with the project? The sponsor? The producer? The agent? The manager? Somebody has got to know and organize what's going on with the specifics with this particular project. And then who can help with the solution? Maybe it's the distributor. Maybe it's the record label. Maybe it's the agent or the promoter. And who needs to be informed? The team, the collaborators, the promotion targets, the fans? Who needs to be informed? If you're about to record a session, perhaps the producer needs to be informed that this is going on. If the artist is going to perform a new song live, wouldn't it be a good idea to inform the rest of the band members that there's a new song? Now, let's look at the what. What exactly do you want to achieve? A gig? A song? A recording? A tour? A t-shirt? What's the goal? What's the goal of the project? What do you want to achieve with this particular project? And what really matters? Quality, I hope. Sales, notoriety, happiness. What's the bottom line? What matters about this particular project? And what are the objectives? What are the outcomes? And what issue or problem or opportunity is the project addressing? What resources have been allocated to the project? Time, money, talent, productivity? And what are the risks? Money? Certainly, if you're going into a recording project, there's going to be costs involved. In addition to the recording gear, you may have to hire a musician to come in and do a side session work. And risks about the relationships. And if you don't have proper agreements in place, you may risk not only your friendships, but your career. And this business is all about relationships. So the risk of ruining a relationship could be pretty drastic. Okay, and what assumptions do you need to test? Is there a market? Are you going to test market the artist in certain areas first? And what is the budget for the project? And a budget is not only money, it's also a time budget. Let's talk about the where. Where are the resources for the project? In your database? In your network? In the relationships that you have? Where will the project be based? In your home? In your office? On the road? So, depending on the project, will determine where it will be based. And where's the plan? I want to see the plan. When someone tells you a plan, that's great. But there's so many questions that come up when someone tells you the plan. Write it down. Let's talk about the when. When do we start the project? When is the planned finish date? Let's talk about the why. Why is the organization investing in this project? Is it because of income? Is it because of promotion? Is it because the mountain is there? There's got to be a reason. And then why have you been asked to manage the project? Maybe somebody else would be better suited. Let's talk about the how. How will the situation be different when the project is successfully completed? Notoriety? Income? And in this day of education, maybe it is for education. That's the plan. You're going to learn from it. And how do I contribute to the organization? Am I a team player? Am I a musician? Am I a session player? Am I a collaborator? Am I an investor? What am I as a part of this project? What's my role? How will changes to the project be reported and approved? How many artists have entered the studio and right in the middle of the session say, "Oh, wait a minute, I think we need a bridge right here"? Do you think you should have worked that out before you got into the studio? So now we've got to make changes. So how are we going to make sure that everybody's on the same page? Producer, engineer, session players, or all the new people that would have to be involved because of this bridge that you've brought in, and maybe it's only 8 bars. You're going to have a meeting. You're going to talk to them over the phone. You're going to do it with text messaging. How will changes be reported and approved? And finally, how was the project plan created? Many times, the project plan will be created just by following the business plan. And if you use your backdate calendar, a lot of the planning will come in for you. All you got to do is plug in the gig, and then from there on, you can look at when articles need to be written, when graphics need to be released, and same with news releases. And then, not only how, but how much. How was the budget created? Did you guess? Did you base it on previous projects? Did you use a financial consultant to help you? Who's going to pay for it? How much will it cost? Time-wise and cash-wise. And how much financial return is expected? That's the overview on project management for artists.